Health for Frontline Workers is a group of young volunteers who are teaming up with the Gambia Chef Association and the Red Cross to give food to COVID-19 frontline workers. The initiative is set to give hands up to healthcare workers, complementing their efforts. Ibrahim Sonko files in this report.
The volunteer group set up by Lamin Jaju, a Gambian based in the United States, said it wants to give a hand up to frontline workers as part of complementing the government's effort in the fight against the pandemic. And Sumana Kamara, the coordinator of the group, said it was important to provide food to COVID-19 workers so that they do not have to leave their stations in search of what to eat.
Because we understand that some of the frontline workers might walk through the day and they are not able to get anything to eat. And if that happens, that would mean that they would have to leave their post to go and find out, something that they would eat, leaving their post, and that might be detrimental. Understand that this is more of complementing government's effort. We also have this belief that for those that are in treatment centers, especially those that are patients, might be catered for by the government. So we thought also that it is also going to be very ideal that we are also able to help from another side. This is why we do not only target the Red Cross volunteers. We target security officers, we target doctors, we target nurses. We target anybody who is a frontline worker. So
the president of the Gambia Chef Association told Africa TV there was a need to join hands to combat the coronavirus pandemic.
This is a great initiative that all of us should embrace and come into it so that we can contain the COVID-19, which is actually affecting every single business in the whole world. The Gambia is not an exception. And then in fact, the most touched industry is the industry of which we are in, that's the tourism sector, of course. And that's why I've got a lot of if you see here, most of them are chefs, cooks from different hotels. The reason of their availability today is because all hotels are closed down because of the pandemic. So if we don't join hands together to come and combat this COVID, then we don't feel the need, or we don't feel the pain the COVID has actually got onto us.
Alassane Senghor, the Secretary General of the Gambia Red Cross Society, said the initiative is a win-win situation. He said the collaboration is significant.
We all complement each other. They have the food and the resources and the capacity. And we also provide the transport and our volunteers to distribute this. So for me, this is significant in the sense that it's a partnership, it's a win-win partnership that will enable us to help the frontline workers to have access to food because they're working too hard and they are committed and they are also sacrificing their lives.
The volunteers made food deliveries at Ndemban Clinic, the National Health Laboratory, and to some selected security personnel who are also part of the frontline workers who are fighting against the coronavirus pandemic. Reporting for Africa TV, I am Ibrahim Sonko.